What's up everybody, I'm Logan from Sleepopolis.com, and today I'll be reviewing the Purple Hybrid mattresses. I'll go over what they're made of, run some tests, and finally give my pros and cons, but to start I want to talk about what they feel like. Now I say Purple Hybrid mattresses because there's actually 3 different models in the hybrid line. First up is the Purple Hybrid, which has a 2-inch comfort layer. That's going to have a firmer feel to it. I think it has about a 7.5 out of 10 firmness, so that's going to be better for the back and stomach sleepers. And then there's the Purple Hybrid Premier mattresses, which have either a 3-inch or 4-inch comfort layer. We'll go over what materials are actually used in the construction, but those are going to have softer feels. Now I think the Hybrid Premier with the 3-inch comfort layer, which is actually what I'm on right now, comes in a nice medium firmness, so that's going to be good for the combination sleepers. If you roll from your back to your side throughout the night, it's going to be a good option for you. And finally, the softest version of the Purple Hybrid Premier has the 4-inch comfort layer. Now that's going to be really, really soft. You're going to sink pretty far into that. It's going to be great for the side sleepers out there who are worried about causing some pressure at their shoulders. Now, regardless of which Purple Hybrid mattress you get, they're going to have a nice bouncy feel to them. You're going to be able to change positions really easily. There's a lot of mobility on the Purple Hybrid mattresses. Again, if you are a back sleeper, I think you're probably going to be okay with either the 2 or the 3 because there's pretty good support regardless. Side sleepers, if you're a really strict side sleeper, are going to want to go with the 4, and the combo sleeper is probably going to lean towards the 3 with that nice medium mix of support and pressure relief. Now to give you a better idea of what the Purple Hybrids are all about, I've peeled back the cover so I can show you the materials used and the layers of them. Now first up, the cover is a mixture of polyester and spandex. It's really kind of stretchy, which goes well with the bouncy nature of the mattress. I'd say overall it's pretty breathable, so that's going to help it sleep a little bit cooler. Now the comfort layer of the Purple Hybrids are made of hyper-elastic polymer. That's really what makes it a purple mattress. They're the only company that uses it. Now the Purple Hybrids come in 3 different versions, either 2-inch, 3-inch, or 4-inch, which is going to affect the overall firmness of the mattress, but overall the hyper-elastic polymer grid has a really bouncy feel to it. Now it is set up in that grid structure, which is pretty interesting. Basically, when you lie down on it, the walls of the grid will strategically collapse to provide more pressure relief, while the certain points will also kind of stand up to kind of give you a little bit of a contouring feel around your body without that same hug you might expect from memory foam. It's a pretty interesting structure. I also got to say that it is a temperature neutral material, which is going to help it sleep a bit cooler. You may also see a little bit of white powder on there. That is a non-toxic material that is only there to help the grid from the grid walls not stick to each other. Now wrapped around the entirety of the grid, you will see some poly foam, which is there as an edge support, so you're going to be able to sleep all the way to the end of the bed without collapsing it. It's going to be a nice thing for couples that need to make the bed feel a little bit bigger. Now underneath that hyper-elastic polymer grid, you're going to have the support center of the mattress, which are pocketed coils. Now, pocketed coils are individually wrapped, so they're going to provide that same support and bounce you might expect out of traditional inner spring coils, but they're going to move a bit more independently, which is going to help with motion isolation, things like that. Again, you're going to see that high density polyfoam wrapped around the entirety of the mattress for edge support. Now I gotta say, overall, the combination of the hyper-elastic polymer and pocketed coils make for really bouncy beds that are going to give you a lot of mobility. Now, instead of just taking my word on the feel of the Purple Hybrid mattresses, I like to run a few tests to give you a more objective look at what these beds are all about. Now, the first test I run on every mattress that I review is the pressure map test, and basically I put a pressure map down on top of the mattress, lie down in a few positions, and you'll see the results next to me ranging from blue for low pressure up to red for high pressure. Now, the map you're about to see is actually for the Purple Hybrid Premier with the 3-inch version, so that's about in the middle range. Now, lying on my back, my weight's evenly distributed. You see it's mostly blue across the board. There are some green spots. I think that might just be the pressure map bunching up a little bit, but I gotta say, if you are a back sleeper, I think you're gonna be fine on any of these mattresses. You feel more on top of the bed, but I think you're going to like the support given. With the Purple 4, you might feel yourself sinking a little bit, but overall, I think it's gonna be a pretty similar feel across the board for the back sleepers out there. Now, rolling onto my side, you're gonna push further into the bed, so a lot of side sleepers tend to prefer softer mattresses so they don't feel kind of jammed up on firmer beds or anything like that. Here on the Purple 3, you do see it go into the green range a little bit. I think that's okay for most side sleeping combo sleepers. If you roll onto your side for part of the night, that's going to be perfectly fine. I generally think of blue and green results as acceptable for these side sleepers out there. On the purple 2, you would see it spike up a little further into the kind of yellow, possibly red range, depending on how much you weigh. And purple 4 is going to give you more of the kind of blue, low pressure, sinking in further for these side sleepers out there, which is a great sign for the purple 4. Now rolling onto my stomach, again, weight's evenly distributed. You see it's mostly blue across the board. Just to go back to what I was saying before, firmer mattresses are going to be better for these stomach sleepers because they keep the hips from sinking too far into the mattress, keep their spine line in a good position. So if you are a really strict stomach sleeper, I would recommend checking out the purple 2, which is the purple hybrid, as opposed to the purple hybrid premier, which has the 3 or 4 inch comfort layers. Now the next test is kind of a bounce or mobility test. This is going to check to see, are you going to feel stuck in the mattress when you're changing positions? If you're someone who rolls around a lot, if you're on a memory foam mattress, that's going to have slower response. You're going to feel more sunken into bed, might feel a little bit stuck in the layers. Here on the purple hybrid mattresses, you will not feel stuck in these beds. The hyperelastic polymer comfort grid has a ton of bounce to it, has a really quick response to pressure. And when you combine that with the pocketed coil support, you definitely are able to change positions really easy regardless of the model of the mattress. Now, some people don't like the purple feel to it just because if you are really light and you get on top of the hyperelastic polymer grid, you're not going to push as far into it. You might feel just really on top of the bed, might give you a bit of a waterbed feel to it. But as opposed to a waterbed where you kind of have a little trouble changing positions sometimes, this has a ton of mobility to it. Now the last test that I run is a motion transfer test, and basically I put a seismometer down on one side of the bed where you might be sleeping, and on the other side of the bed I drop a 10-pound steel ball from heights of 4, 8, and 12 inches, and the seismometer on the other side of the bed tracks the disturbance transferred. Basically those drops are going to simulate someone kind of getting into and out of bed, rolling around in the middle of the night. So if you share your bed with a restless partner, this is going to tell you, is their adjustment going to wake you up? I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with the ability of the purple hybrids to isolate that motion transfer. It's a really bouncy mattress. All 3 of them are really bouncy mattresses, like I said, and usually we see super high spikes of motion transfer on bouncy mattresses, but the grid structure, I think, did a good job of kind of isolating the transfer a little bit. I'd say overall it's average, but that's pretty impressive for how bouncy it is. The Purple Hybrid series are not the only mattresses from Purple. They also make their original Purple mattress, which uses foam support as opposed to the pocketed coils we see here in the Purple Hybrids. Now they still use the Purple Hyper Elastic Polymer Comfort Grid, so you're going to get that nice bounce to the mattress. It still sleeps cool thanks to the temperature neutral nature of that Hyper Elastic Polymer. Now I gotta say, it's got a nice medium firmness to it, so it's great for the combo sleepers out there. It is a bit less expensive than the Purple Hybrid mattresses, so if you're less concerned about the pocketed coil support, you just like that purple feel to it, that could be a good option for you. Now, if you're checking out mattress reviews online, I'm assuming you're not only looking at the Purple mattresses, so I want to give you some information on one of Purple's biggest competitors. It is the Lisa Hybrid mattress, so it is a combination of foam and coil layers. So in place of the hyperelastic polymer grid, which only Purple uses, Lisa uses a foam comfort layer. The Lisa Hybrid has nice, strong support for good spinal alignment while still having some nice pressure relief and comfort from the foam up top. Now, I really like it for the combo sleepers as well out there, and it has a bit more of a traditional feel to it thanks to that foam as opposed to the polymer grid. So if you're not really into the feel of the Purple mattress, it could be a good alternative for you. And I also really like the Lisa Hybrid for the couples out there. Now, before I end the review, I do want to give you my pros and cons for the Purple Hybrid mattresses. First, I want to break it down into each Purple Hybrid mattress and talk about which sleep position I think works best with each of them. First up, the Purple Hybrid, which has the 2-inch comfort layer, has a firmer feel to it, so I think it's best for the stomach or back sleepers because of that firmer support. Keep the hips from sinking into the mattress, keep the spine in good alignment. Now, the Purple Hybrid Premier in the 3-inch version I think is great for the combo sleepers, a nice medium firmness mix of support and pressure relief, so you're going to feel good on your back or your side as you roll and change positions throughout the night. And finally, the Purple Hybrid Premier with the 4-inch comfort layer is going to be great for these side sleepers because of its soft feel. You're going to sink in, you're not going to feel jammed up at the shoulders. Now, I also really like the Purple Hybrid mattresses because I think they sleep cool. The temperature neutral nature of that hyper elastic polymer in the comfort layer really does a good job of dissipating body heat and allowing you to sleep cool throughout the night. And finally, I would say if you're looking for a bouncy mattress, I don't know that mattresses come much bouncier than the Purple Hybrid or the Purple Hybrid Premier. There's gonna be a ton of mobility here thanks to that combination of the hyperelastic polymer and the pocketed coil support. Now, reasons I would say that the Purple Hybrids might not be for you is the purple feel is not for everybody. It's pretty divisive actually. The people that love it can't imagine sleeping on anything else ever again, but the people that don't like it don't understand how you could sleep on that hyperelastic polymer, so it really does break down to personal preference at that point. And finally, if you are someone who loves memory foam, that feeling of sinking into bed, you're not gonna get that contouring out of the Purple mattresses. Now, if you are interested in purchasing a Purple Hybrid, I wanna give you some of their company policies. First up, there's a 100-night trial period, so you can have it in your home for just over 3 months, deciding whether you wanna keep it or send it back. Shipping is free, and there's also a 10-year warranty on these beds, which I would say is about the average for the online market. So that's it for my review of the Purple Hybrid mattresses. If there's anything I didn't cover, just leave a comment below. Now, if you are interested in learning more about the original Purple, you can Google Sleepopolis and Purple mattress review. That's gonna pop right up. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any of our sleep news or giveaway announcements, and head to sleepopolis.com for all of your sleep needs.